Have you ever wondered why some days you feel full of energy, while on other days you feel drained, even though you've eaten well? The answer might be right in the fruits you choose every day. As we age, particularly after 60, our bodies begin to change, affecting everything from how we metabolize sugar to how we absorb nutrients. Some fruits, despite being marketed as healthy, may silently harm your health by raising blood sugar or causing inflammation. But the good news is, there are also some incredible fruits that work like natural medicine, helping you maintain a healthy heart, a sharp mind, and even feel much younger than your actual age. In today's video, we're going to explore 4 fruits that people over 60 should add to their daily diet, along with 4 fruits to completely avoid. These aren't just generic tips. They're practical, science-backed facts to help you make the best choices for your health. And stick around, because the last fruit on the list of what to avoid might surprise you. It's delicious, tempting, but carries a bigger risk than you think. Let's dive in. Let's start with a fruit you might not expect. Avocado. That's right, avocado is a fruit, and it deserves to be a star in the diet of anyone over 60. For years, we've been told to avoid fats, but science today has proven the opposite. Avocados contain a special type of fat, known as monounsaturated fat, primarily made up of oleic acid. This fat helps lower bad cholesterol, the kind that can clog arteries, and raises good cholesterol, which protects your heart. One study even found that adding avocado to your diet can reduce the risk of heart attack and stroke, which is especially important as we get older. But that's not all. Did you know that one avocado contains up to 975 milligrams of potassium, more than a banana? Potassium is key for regulating blood pressure, something that nearly 2/3 of people over 65 face. It helps balance sodium in the body, relaxes blood vessels, and brings blood pressure to a healthy level without the need for extra medication. Plus, avocados are packed with lutein, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your eyes from macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in older adults. The best part? Avocados enhance nutrient absorption. Many important vitamins like D, E, and K are only properly absorbed by your body when there's fat present. When you add a slice of avocado to a salad or steamed veggies, your body can absorb these nutrients up to 15 times better than if you eat them alone. Amazing, right? You don't need to overdo it. Just half an avocado a day, spread on whole grain toast, blended into a smoothie, or eaten on its own with a little lemon juice, is enough to feel the difference. Try it out and see how your body feels. Next, let's talk about a familiar fruit that everyone loves: apples. There's an old saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away," and this is especially true for those over 60. Apples contain a special type of fiber called pectin, which is like a best friend for your digestive system. Pectin nourishes the good bacteria in your gut, helping you digest better, boosting your immune system, and improving nutrient absorption, all essential factors as we age. But what really makes apples stand out is their heart health benefits. The pectin in apples binds with cholesterol in the gut, removing it from the body before it has a chance to do harm. Plus, apples contain flavonoids, like quercetin, that help reduce inflammation and protect blood vessels. If you're worried about blood sugar, don't be, while apples taste sweet. They have a low glycemic index. The fiber in apples slows down the absorption of sugar, helping to prevent those sudden blood sugar spikes and crashes, which is especially helpful if you're managing diabetes or insulin resistance. Another interesting benefit of apples is that they help protect your oral health. When you chew an apple, it stimulates saliva production, which helps reduce the risk of cavities and gum disease, common issues as we get older. Whether it's red, green, or yellow apples, just one a day brings benefits to nearly every system in your body. Try adding an apple to your breakfast, or enjoy it as a snack. Simple but powerful. We've explored two amazing fruits, but there's more exciting stuff ahead. In the next section, we'll dive into a vibrant red fruit that can help keep your heart youthful, and a group of small but mighty fruits that can keep your mind sharp like your younger days. Let's keep going on this journey. Now that we've covered avocado and apples, two amazing friends for your health, let's explore a fruit that might not be on your daily list, but is truly a hidden gem: pomegranate. Pomegranate may not be your first choice when thinking about fruits, but for those over 60, it's like a natural remedy for both the heart and the mind. Picture those ruby-red pomegranate seeds, like little jewels, packed with the power to keep you healthy and full of energy. What makes pomegranate so special is a powerful antioxidant called punicolagens. Studies, including one published in the Atherosclerosis Journal, show that punicolagens can reduce oxidative stress in the arteries by more than 30%. As we age, our arteries lose their flexibility, making blood flow more difficult, increasing blood pressure, and putting pressure on the heart. Pomegranate helps clean the arteries, improve blood circulation, and reduce the risk of heart disease, the leading cause of death in older adults. Just drinking a little pomegranate juice each day can reduce systolic blood pressure by 5 to 21%, an impressive number without needing additional medication. But pomegranate isn't just good for the heart. A study from UCLA found that older adults who drank pomegranate juice daily showed significant improvements in language memory compared to those who didn't. This is crucial since memory loss is one of the biggest concerns as we age. You don't need to drink an entire glass. Just half a cup of pomegranate seeds or a little juice blended into your morning smoothie is enough. Be sure to choose pure pomegranate juice with no added sugar. And if you're on blood-thinning medication, check with your doctor first, as pomegranate can interact slightly with some medications. Add pomegranate to your routine, and you'll feel the youthfulness from the inside out. Next, let's talk about nature's little gems, the berries, such as blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. If there's one fruit that could be called a superfood for people over 60, it's definitely berries. Not only are they delicious, but they also contain powerful anti-aging properties that few other foods can match. What makes berries stand out is a compound called anthocyanins. This is what gives them their vibrant color and acts as a shield for your brain. Research from the Annals of Neurology shows that people over 60 who eat 2 servings of blueberries each week can delay cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. Think about that. Your mind could function like someone younger than you by as much as 2.5 years, just by having a cup of berries. Anthocyanins cross the blood-brain barrier, reduce inflammation, and improve the connections between brain cells, helping you remember better and think more clearly. Additionally, berries improve balance and coordination, which can help reduce the risk of falls, a major concern for older adults. But the benefits of berries don't stop at the brain. They're also fantastic for your heart. Numerous studies show that eating berries regularly helps lower blood pressure, increase arterial flexibility, and reduce inflammation, all of which lower the risk of heart disease. Plus, with 8 grams of fiber per cup, berries support digestion and keep your gut healthy without causing irritation. Just add a cup of fresh or frozen berries to your oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothie each day, and you'll start noticing the difference. Just make sure to avoid the dried varieties, as they often contain added sugars, which can reduce their health benefits. We've explored these amazing fruits that can keep you healthy and full of life. But just as important is knowing which fruits to avoid, as they can quietly harm your body. In the next section, we'll talk about 4 fruits you should remove from your fruit basket, starting with one that might be sitting right in your kitchen. Let's continue. We've explored 4 amazing fruits: avocado, apples, pomegranate, and berries that help you stay healthy and feel younger. But now, let's move on to an equally important section: the fruits that people over 60 should avoid. Don't worry, I'll explain the reasons clearly and simply, so you can make the best choices for your health. Let's start with a fruit you might be eating regularly: grapes. Grapes look so tempting, don't they? These juicy, sweet, bite-sized fruits are often praised for their antioxidants, especially in red and black grapes. But for people over 60, grapes can be a deceiver. The biggest issue is that they contain a lot of sugar, about 23 grams of sugar in 1 cup, which is equivalent to a small candy bar. This might not seem like a big deal when you're younger, but as we age, our ability to regulate blood sugar decreases, and the high sugar content in grapes can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar. Since grapes have little fiber, the sugar is absorbed quickly, leading to insulin spikes, inflammation, and even weight gain, all of which increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. Additionally, non-organic grapes often contain pesticide residues, which can be harmful to those with weakened immune systems or sensitive digestive systems. The thin skin of grapes is easy to chew, but it doesn't provide as much nutritional benefit as the skin of apples or pears. If you're looking for a healthy snack, try replacing grapes with an apple or some berries. They'll help keep your blood sugar stable and provide more nutrients. Don't let the harmless appearance of grapes fool you. Next, let's talk about dried fruits, such as raisins, dried apricots, or dried mangoes. They're often considered a healthy snack choice, but for people over 60, dried fruits can be a trap. When fruit is dried, the water is removed, leaving behind a concentrated amount of sugar. Just a small handful of dried apricots can contain the same amount of sugar as several fresh apricots, but without the fiber and water that help you feel full. This makes it easy to consume more sugar than you realize, leading to dangerous spikes in blood sugar, especially if you're managing diabetes or insulin resistance. Moreover, many commercially dried fruits contain sulfites, a preservative that helps maintain color and extend shelf life. Sulfites can cause allergic reactions or asthma in sensitive individuals, particularly older adults with compromised respiratory function. With nearly 50% of people over 65 suffering from arthritis, the high sugar content and sulfites in dried fruits can increase inflammation, worsening pain or affecting memory. If you're looking for a snack, opt for fresh fruit like apples or berries instead of dried fruits. Now, let's talk about a fruit you might be surprised to see on this list: green bananas. Ripe bananas, with their brown spots, are a great choice, but green bananas, the ones that aren't fully ripe, can be an issue. Green bananas contain a lot of resistant starch, a type of starch that isn't easily digested in the small intestine. For those over 60, when digestion becomes more sensitive and enzyme production decreases, this resistant starch can cause bloating, stomach pain, or discomfort. If you have irritable bowel syndrome or inflammatory bowel disease, this issue can be even more serious. Additionally, Green bananas can interfere with the absorption of nutrients from other foods in your meal, which is particularly concerning if you've been having trouble absorbing enough nutrients due to age or medications. They also contain fewer antioxidants than ripe bananas, so they don't offer as much anti-inflammatory benefit. If you love bananas, choose ripe, soft, and sweet ones. They're easier to digest and much better for your health. Finally, the top fruit to avoid, and perhaps the most surprising one, is grapefruit. Grapefruit is often praised as a healthy food, great for weight loss, but for people over 60, it can pose serious risks, especially if you're taking medication. Grapefruit contains furanocoumarins, a compound that inhibits the enzyme CYP3A4 in the intestines, which is responsible for breaking down over 85 common medications. When this enzyme is inhibited, medications can build up in the bloodstream, creating an effect as if you're taking much higher doses than you actually are. For example, eating grapefruit while on statins, cholesterol-lowering drugs, can increase the drug's concentration in your blood by over 400%, leading to a risk of muscle damage or kidney failure. What's concerning is that you don't need to eat much grapefruit to encounter problems. A half grapefruit or even a small glass of juice can trigger an interaction, and the effect can last up to 72 hours. Medications affected include blood pressure meds, anti-anxiety drugs, and even some allergy medications. If you're taking any medication, make sure to talk to your doctor or pharmacist before eating grapefruit. It may seem harmless, but the risks are too significant to ignore. So, we've gone through a journey exploring the best and worst fruits for your health after 60. Choices like avocado, apples, pomegranate, and berries are like trusty companions, helping you keep your heart healthy, your mind sharp, and your body full of energy. On the other hand, grapes, dried fruits, green bananas, and especially grapefruit can quietly harm your health, from raising blood sugar levels to causing dangerous drug interactions. The great news is, you don't have to overhaul your entire diet. Just making small, smart choices, like adding a cup of berries to your breakfast or swapping grapes for an apple, can make a huge difference. I'd love to hear from you. Which fruit on this list surprised you the most? Do you have any habits you want to share to stay healthy at 60 and beyond? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more amazing content. Thanks for watching, and here's to living healthy and happy at every age.